Are we here at Motor City Comic Con? Ready? Go.
Hi, Edward Pevos at Motor City Comic Con. I'm here with Efren Ramirez. You know him, of course, as Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite, of course. Listen, 20 years? How? Where is the time gone?
You could blame the time machine if you move the camera.
Oh, he has a time machine. From the
That's how, because the crystals actually do work, but they're working against us, not for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what's crazy is you and Uncle Rico, I like to call you guys by your cast names, and Napoleon, you guys go around the country,
John and
hang
John.
out and do Q&As at movie screenings.
Yes.
People, you know, 20 years ago, did you think like you'd be going around the country on tours of this amazing movie? Like, I mean, seriously, it's just it hits the same now as it did then. It's just so epic.
Well, you know, it's like 20 years ago, you work as an actor and you hope that you could tell the truth through the character's eyes in a story that can be relatable to as many people who watch it. So Napoleon just happens to be one of those films. I mean, who would have known that a film like that, working on an independent film in a small town, that can become so resounding, you know. And even 20 years afterwards, even being here at this Comic-Con, to see families come over here, some people who are dressed up as the characters who are big fans, you know, and I am grateful for it. And for us, if we can honor the art of storytelling in such a way where we can embrace each other's differences and similarities and say, hey, we're just trying to figure out and get through life together. I think that we've sort of found some kind of accomplishment on that. So, yeah.
And your character was so likable and iconic at the same time. But you did him in a different in a voice. Was that something you kind of created? Was that something in your audition that you did? You know, like how did that come about?
Well, Jared Hess, who wrote the film along with his wife Jerusha, they're very specific on the characters they created. I mean, they know that world because, you know, Jared grew up in Preston High School. I mean, in Preston, in the town Preston, and went to Preston High. So when he did the short film, I remember when I was casted, he took me into the trailer and he showed me the short film, and there were two characters, and he said, "I want you to put these two characters together and make them into one." I found that there was such an innocence to Pedro Sanchez. You know, I thought if I could emulate Buster Keaton and my ex-girlfriend's dog, put them together, there's a stillness to it, and there's a sense of curiosity in a different world, trying to find a moment where you could fit in, and if, you know, I hope it worked out. I mean, people seem to like it.
Oh, it worked out. It worked out. Have you ever run for office of any kind or thought about it in real life? Like,
I mean,
because you could, and probably you have the platform. The slogan, you have it.
Correct. I think during the elections, over 16 million people wrote my character's name in. So, and CNN and Fox News and NBC wanted to interview me, and I'm like, I'm an actor, but in the end, you got to lead with light and love and wisdom and hope, right? That's the most important thing, right?
See, and that's why you should run. All this positivity just exudes from you. It's perfect.
I don't know if it exudes, you know, but we all have a responsibility. We are held accountable for all the actions and all the words that we say. So, and all the actions that we do. So, be good, do good. I mean, that really is it in life.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's struggling. Life is hard. You know, and when you're with your family, watch Napoleon Dynamite.
For real, new generations now can watch it
Yeah.
with their parents, and it's great. So, well, thank you for coming back to Michigan and meeting with fans.
Yeah.
And we got a little line here. You got some Funko Pops people can have. You got shirts. And by the way, do you update this? Here, show this real quick. Do you update that Pedro 2024 like every year?
No, well, I mean, I've seen, even throughout the years, for 20 years, there have been so many different Napoleon Dynamite T-shirts, dolls to action figures, and at some point, you know, when I have kids, I get to say, yeah, your dad did that too. So that's awesome. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm grateful.
All right, thank you. Efren Ramirez here at Motor City Comic Con.